Hi, this is Alessio. Hope you're well. I want to show you something very interesting in this video, something quite fascinating that the mainstream media is not really talking about. While the mainstream media is mostly focused on just the American markets, the US markets, and yes, it is quite interesting what's happening there with a major crash across all the global markets. But what's really fascinating is what's happening on the UK stock market. I mean, guys, just take a look at this. Somebody should say a prayer for the UK stock markets right here, the UK FTSE 100. Guys, if you told me a few weeks ago that right now we would be sitting at pre-Brexit levels, let me show you this. This is the weekly charts. The weekly charts, I mean, this is a classic example of a waterfall decline. This is a waterfall decline in the UK stock markets, in the UK FTSE. Now, if I just draw this back a little bit on the weekly charts, look where we are at. Exactly right now, as I'm making this video, we are at pre-Brexit, or I should say the week of the Brexit vote. That's where we're at right now. And that approximately is the week of the Brexit vote in 2016. June 2016 is that bar. All right, guys, and look what happened there. The week after that, we had a massive rally in the market after the Brexit vote. And then we had, as you can see here, a very nice uptrend all the way. And then look what happens here. Within a week, we give everything back. As you can see there on the right-hand side, everything is just given back. All right, guys. Phenomenal crash in the markets, far more extreme than what you see in the American, again, on the US side of the markets. Again, guys, let me just repeat this point. If a month ago you said to me that the FTSE UK 100 would be at Brexit or pre-Brexit territory, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have said you're joking, right? Honestly, it's incredible. But what's interesting is this. On the weekly chart of the UK FTSE, we have a very interesting signal here. This is our own LT Axel X indicator, which looks at extreme acceleration in the market. And it's when I get these red or purple signals that I get interested. So that's a weekly chart time frame giving us a red signal. On the daily chart, we're seeing a combination of red and purple. In fact, look at this dark purple here on the extreme acceleration indicator here on the again on the UK FTSE. And if I just show you this, let's give some explanation as to the different colors and what their meaning is. Actually, I don't really use the first four colors that you see here. I use the last four. So the ones I'm really interested in is when I get the extreme intensity, higher in extreme. And usually when I see these colors on the downside, in other words, when I see them when the market's dropping, this indicates potential capitulation. In other words, people just giving up increases at this point. All right, guys, so let me just give you a few examples of this. For example, this is last year. Actually, to be more exact, is 2018. This is 2018 on the stock market, on the S&P. And look what happened here. As the markets dropped, look what happened here. Right there, I get a extreme red acceleration signal, and that coincided with the low, the bottom there on the market. And then soon afterwards, the market started a major rally higher from that point. All right, guys, so that's why I get interested when I see this red or magenta type signals here on the market. That was on the S&P in 2018. Here's another one for you. This is one on oil. There it is in 2018, oil, major drop, and then boom, we get a red acceleration extreme. Capitulation here on oil back in 2018, as you can see there. And then soon afterwards, we get a rally in the price of oil, as you can see there. By the way, the earlier signal on the acceleration had a small bounce, but essentially didn't lead to anything. So that was negated on oil. But the second one produced a very nice rally here in the market. Here's another one for you. This is one on Bitcoin. Again, I mentioned this before last year. We had one on Bitcoin as Bitcoin was going parabolic. And again, what I'm interested in is not just any overbought or oversold signal, but again, extreme acceleration. And that's, as you can see here, the red on that bar right where Bitcoin peaked in 2019, as a matter of fact, and again started dropping quite severely, as you can see here. All right, guys, so this information is telling us that we're getting close to capitulation on the stock markets. In other words, a major bounce is potentially coming soon on the major markets. And I think the one on the FTSE could be even more extreme. I think perhaps once we do get a reversal signal. So I'm keeping an eye on the UK FTSE right now. I'm looking at some of the lower time frames here on the UK market to see if there is a reversal signal. It hasn't happened just yet. But again, guys, this should be quite interesting. By the way, the Dow Transportation, which is a leading indicator, also absolutely getting slaughtered, but also getting close to capitulation, as you can see here as well. So keeping an eye on this, guys. And again, watch out because this is going to be quite volatile and going to be quite interesting in the days and weeks ahead. Thanks very much, guys. Again, please remember, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe today. And also please hit the bell icon to make sure you're notified of our future video updates. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.